Hello everybody, thank you for tuning in to another episode from notanalog.com. Today I'm looking at a tablet and almost an ultrabook as well, or a netbook. This is the ASUS Transformer Pad Infinity. Now, a mouthful in itself, it actually is something quite innovative, and ASUS I think is one of the first ones to have done something like this as well. It is a tablet plus dock which creates really a laptop. Now, it is a fully portable device, and if you don't want to take the dock with you, with a simple clip you can actually separate the two and you're away. Now that for me is genius, because so many people go out and buy Bluetooth keyboards for their tablets, and then they have them separate and they try to put it with a cover and things like that, but this one really puts the two together and actually creates a very smart system, and it's so simple, and look at that, it looks fantastic. Now, to give you a bit of an idea of what I'm actually looking at and what details are in this tablet, it is Australia's first full HD Android tablet, so the screen is actually a 1920 by 1200 Super IPS Plus display. The glass on the screen as well is Gorilla Glass 2, which means it's going to be really, really strong. You could almost punch it and not worry about breaking it, but don't do that. Now, it's also got a 16 by 10 aspect ratio, and you can actually view it from 178 degrees. Now, I prefer you just look at it from the front. Try not to use it on the side, it would be a little odd. Now, it does run Android Ice Cream Sandwich. I'm praying that it will actually get upgraded to Jelly Bean, Android 4.1 soon, and there's some reasons for that. It's available, you can see this is the, I think it looks like a gold, it's available in grey and gold. Now, they're very similar in colour. This must be the gold. It's quite, you might not see it in the camera, but available in those two colours. Right on the inside of the tablet is a 1.6 gigahertz quad-core processor, so plenty of speed, some really, really serious performance in this. 12-core graphics, super fast. Now, the tablet itself is 8.5mm thin or thick, and only weighs 598 grams, which is very comparable to most tablets out there. Now, obviously, when you're carrying it with the dock, it actually almost doubles the weight. So the dock itself is a little bit over 500 grams as well, about a kilo and a bit for the two of them. Now, battery life is something on this thing which I'm quite impressed by. Now, without the dock, ASUS estimate 10 hours. So on your own, just with the tablet, you're looking at about 10 hours battery life. Add the dock in and you're adding it to 16 hours battery life. Now, having used the two separately and together, you can really see how smart this is. Now, if, for example, I'm running the tablet and I bring the tablet down to 50% and it's starting to get low, I can plug it into the dock, and what happens is the dock battery actually charges the tablet. So the battery meter of the dock goes down, the tablet one goes up. And what that does for you is that you can come in, dock it, get a recharge almost, take your tablet away with power while this is still left on charge, for example, so it will recharge. You can use them together and just drain both batteries, but eventually you're going to get around 16 hours apparently. Really impressive stuff. Also, the tablet has a 8 megapixel camera on the back with a flash, and on the front you've got a 2 megapixel camera. They do take pretty decent images. It is handy having the flash on the back if you are planning on being a little bit snap happy with it. You can see you've got this beautiful finish on the back as well. It's actually quite nice. For most tablets, there's no plastic feel. It's very sturdy. Now, the display itself is wow. I mean, the high resolution screen is very impressive, and the images really do pop. It's quite cool. Now, also on the tablet is a two-in-one audio jack for headphones and microphone. You've got the micro HDMI, and you've also got a micro SD card slot. Yes, micro SD? Yeah, micro SD card slot as well for extra storage. Now, that's great, but that's all that's on the tablet. But on the actual dock, you've also got USB and full SD card slot as well, so you could plug in thumb drives, SD cards from your camera, and just start working on them straight away. Really cool. You've also got a separate charging connector on the dock, but you can also charge directly to the tablet as well if you had them separate. So that's really convenient also. I've been using the tablet for all sorts of things. Obviously with the dock you do have the full keyboard and touchpad, so you do get a cursor which you can click around just like an ordinary PC, and the experience is very good. Android actually works quite well when you combine the two together. You can go into document creation tools and start creating some really, really cool and simple spreadsheets, PowerPoint, presentations, whatever you really need to do, and it just works. And also, you've also got these convenience keys at the top of the dock, which actually are all tablet functions, even locking the tablet, going back to home, things like that. So you do feel like you're getting the full tablet experience or the full Android experience, even though you're using a dock. Really cool. One of the biggest issues of the tablet is you can see the speaker grill here. Now, they did speak a lot about how clear the sound is and how lifelike it is. Now, the sound is clear and things like that, but when you're having it coming out of just one speaker on the back, it is a bit of a shame, because when you are holding it in front of you, you're not listening to from here, so the sound is being blown the wrong way. They really needed to put speakers on the front, which is a bit of a shame. Now, in saying that as well, when I'm holding the tablet like this, I'm muffling the sound. So if you are trying to listen or watch movies and things like that, you're just going to get a poor sound by covering it up. So I think the placement is just a little bit wrong for the speaker grill. Unfortunate. Also, if I show you the tablet like this, and you can see that when I turn it, that there is a bit of a poor response on the tablet. In some applications, it's quite weird that it seems to lag every now and then for no particular reason. I might not have many applications open or anything, but there's just that lag. And for something with so much power, I just expected that bit extra. I'm hoping that with the Jelly Bean upgrade and Project Butter, that this will actually smoothen up a little bit. I think it will. It's got the performance to do it. I'm just surprised. It could be just a bit of a bug. The other thing I wanted to mention as well is that when you have got it docked, you have got quite a bit of weight at the back here. So the dock itself, yes, that's about ½ kilo, and here's about ½ kilo, but when you actually hold it, it has a tendency to want to lean backwards. So if you are sitting with it on your lap, you feel like you have to keep pushing on the dock to keep it upright, because it just has too much weight. It's very top heavy here, which is understandable, but it's one of those things that I'm not sure how they could have fixed it unless they put some extra support here as well, so that when you open it, it's not just going to want to tip. So something to note there. Now, the other thing obviously is the price. For the 64 gig version, which has a lot of space, you have got expandable memory and things like that, you are looking at around $1,000 recommended retail price. You'll probably find it less elsewhere. But when you are looking at that recommended retail price, you must be thinking, why wouldn't I just get an Ultrabook, or maybe I should just get a cheap laptop or something like that? Yeah, you're kind of right. You could get a Windows-based Ultrabook for a similar price, and you would probably get a little bit more functionality from that perspective. But the portability of the Transformer Infinity is where the benefit is. It's separating the two, leaving this on your desk, taking this on the road, or even putting them together. They're so small. That's the benefit. That's the difference. I see both sides of the coin. I understand, form over function, but it's a real. I can't do it. I can't make the decision for you. That's what this review is about. Watch this one, watch an Ultrabook review, you make your own call. I couldn't do it for you. But that's really the ASUS Transformer Pad Infinity. I hope you've enjoyed the review. If not, leave a comment and let me know that you didn't enjoy it. If you did, give me a thumbs up and be sure to subscribe. We'll see you next week.